Welcome live here to Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. I am your host, Devin Poslusny, along with Dave Poslusny.
Hey everybody.
Just to let you all know that we have a new camera personnel, a camera girl, cameraman. So if we look a little different, like we're like scared, then yeah. So let's get started right away. Don't forget to use your notes over there. Show lineup. Notes. See, here's your cameraman. Show lineup here. We have Global Rallycross. No motorsports in 60 this week. Global Rallycross. Then we go to NASCAR. Then we have a virtual lap / race. We actually are going to race a short race at the Brickyard, including qualification. RH Points Championship, final lap, and hey, we have an RH announcement for you here on Racing Hotspot. So let's get started right away here. Global Rallycross, GRC, raced at we're going to fire her. GRC, raced at Bristol. Global Rallycross, raced at Bristol Motor Speedway for the first time in their, I guess you could say their creation, because they...
Yeah, I actually heard the other guy won. They must have been way off on that. I think it's Ken Block.
No, well, Thomas Heikkinen is now 3 for 3. He won at...
Oh, so it was Heikkinen and the guy. All right.
Yeah.
No, I'm just learning these guys yet, so
yeah,
it's kind of new to me.
Still out there. So here's your top 5. Finishing 5th, Patrick Sandell. 4th.
You looked at that one.
Seville. I don't know.
I'd say Sverre. What does the camera person think?
Severe Isaacson.
Alright then, we'll go with that.
Sverre Isaacson.
Okay then. So 3rd is Brian Deegan. Ken Block finished 2nd, and Tomas, or they were saying something else, but Tomas Heikkinen finished 1st. That is now 3 weeks in a row for him. New Hampshire, and this race, and then a week before that. Alright, so now to NASCAR. I gotta change this screen too. Man, I'm running 2 things here. Only one race, one NASCAR Series race this weekend. Nationwide Series race at Chicagoland on Sunday. Here's your top 5. Finishing 5th, Brian Vickers. 4th, Elliott Sadler. 3rd, Austin Dillon. Sam Hornish Jr. finished 2nd, and Joey Logano won the race. And there are your 2 Cup regulars, or Cup drivers.
Wrong. But then only one is a Cup regular.
Regular, but Vickers is a Cup driver.
I'm not going to say the name of who your source was, but your source was wrong, because you said earlier top 3 or something like that.
Well,
Hornish used to, doesn't. Austin Dillon.
Kinda.
So is about as much as Vickers.
And so with Elliott Sadler.
So none of them are, there's only one full-time Cup driver. And he's a bum, because he won.
My sources are way off.
It was almost like a predicted, could have predicted it though. He also dominated all of what I saw. I don't think we've said it yet, but neither one of us caught all the race.
Mm.
But it was, it was Joey just dominated. And it seems to me like, how they did the points thing where they can't get points anymore?
Mm-hmm.
I think that at this point in time, they shouldn't let him race it anymore. Do they really need, to do it? Not really. So he just basically stole money out of Sam Hornish's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of the way I see it. It's getting old, and with the one driver in there, it more or less proved it. And that's the point I wanted to make to you earlier. The only Cup driver full-time that's in the race wins it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, was there even a bet on that? If you put it in Vegas, they'd probably give you 1-1 odds.
Yeah.
You're going to commercial now.
Yes, we'll be right back. And when you return, we'll have your virtual lap here. Camera person's having an issue here. On the back, there it is. We'll be right back. Welcome back live here to Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. Now it's time for the virtual lap, but this week is actually going to be qualifying and then a race. Should only take a couple minutes, I hope. Here we go. Alright, now we're on qualifying here. Brickyard. Last week I crashed trying to just do a single car run. Before this I was doing practice and I was not having fun. Come around the corner and the car just stepped out. Better than last week, would you say, Dave?
So far.
Everyone always gets me.
Just a note to the new camera person, this is when I get to have fun. Picking on them.
I can't believe you're playing video games on camera.
And now that's on camera. No, we're not playing video games. The camera person, as you just heard, just said, "Can't believe you're playing video games on camera." Basically, we're doing virtual lap of the race. Right now, I'm just qualifying. We'll have a race in a minute. I don't know how many laps though. Oh, jeez. Thanks.
To the audience, that's virtually what you don't want to do.
Well, now it's time to race. I'm 43rd.
Well, you might be at the back of the pack, but I'm sure you can make it up on race day.
Probably not. I don't even know how many laps I chose. I think like 3.
So 3 laps on top of that?
Hello everyone, Mike Joy and Darrell Walter welcoming you to the greatest race course in the world for the Your Heroes Name Here 400 at the Brickyard. Michael went out this morning, played
What?
around the golf.
You have to wait for all this?
No, you don't.
Okay.
I thought we would just... Never mind, I'll explain later.
You thought you just showed the audience that you were using NASCAR 13 or whatever it is?
Well, speaking of that, thank you to NASCAR, the game Inside Line, for letting us use their game. And also Wii. Of course, on my car this week I have the U.S. Army, but ignore that. Here we go. First ever race on camera 3 laps. Awesome, you just got that save on tape. Yeah, that's how awesome I am.
Where you're going, we're going to have to start watching the other cars from the rear view.
Jeez. Seriously?
Typical man puts the poor woman into the wall.
That wasn't me. She came up. Look. She came up on me. At least I backed off. I could have kept spinning her. Let's give you a pit stop. Why not?
We're ready for you, buddy. No fuel this time. The tires look okay. Okay, boys. Safe and smart. Here we go.
Alright. So here we go.
Well, it does feel really slow. It actually was good to show them because that really gives the audience an idea of just how slow it is coming in there. Because you were doing only 2 miles an hour, less than the limit.
Let's get all four. Full fuel, guys. Full fuel.
Four tires, fuel, and a wedge adjustment.
Doing great, buddy. That pit stop will make all the difference. Nice job, boys. Great pit stop.
Alright then. Now it's going to be a green-white checkered finish. This is going to get interesting, ladies and gentlemen, because as soon as we get the white flag, I'm getting aggressive. Yeah, carrier first.
Now, wouldn't you get wouldn't you be lapped down?
No, because I was at the back of the pack. They were still like halfway down the backstretch when I left, since the track's so big.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I was at like a track like Richmond, yes, probably. Man, 4 tires makes all the difference. We started 43rd. Let's see where I can finish in less than a lap. With a very loose race car, in which the wedge did not help at all.
Cheater.
See? Told you I'd get aggressive. I just put your driver in the wall. Cheater. Why am I a cheater? You trying to wreck me? Oh.
Did a pretty good job of it. Mark Martin getting revenge. Crash me, will you?
Much better than reality TV.
So there's no caution or anything?
Because of the white flag. See on the little track on the bottom. "41st. I advanced 2 positions. It's good." Yeah, that is true. Alright, now I gotta...
I think you need more practice.
Alright then.
Always got to check to make sure my chair isn't gonna.
We're gonna take a quick commercial break. When we return, we'll finish out your show for you. We will be right back. Welcome back live here Racing Hotspot. You know what I forgot to say? We need to pick our picks for Indy. I'll do that in a minute or two.
Just to see.
Alright, so here's our picks for, well, not picks. here's the standings on the Racing Hotspot Points Championship. You have to open up the link.
You and your links.
Here are the standings. Dave has 306. I have 276.
It's just easier for me to turn around. Go ahead.
And right here, here's a little key. Blah blah blah. Chase wild card. Scroll down. We had a tie at Loudon. Well, not really a tie, but nobody picked Indianapolis. We still have to do for next week.
What is the special points thing at
Oh.
the top of the screen?
That was the All-Star race
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
when it was double or nothing.
You
It
don't
was-
think that the ones where you just take all 30 points away from me? Or if we split them, that should be special points?
No. We only have 7 or so races. Yeah, 7 races until the chase, and then final 10 here, and then we have our final count. Dave Poslusny is the reigning champ here, so
And Indy.
yeah, and Indy.
I think you want to come back over here. I'm not really sure on that one.
Um,
You're done with the screen?
Yeah. Welcome back. Hi.
And I get to pick first.
Yes, you do. All right. Well, want a commercial and then come back?
We can do them live. I'm already ready.
All right then. So, you're already ready?
Yep.
Jeez. I'll pull out the numbers for me, apparently, because you are ready. I can find it here.
We need to improve on that too.
What?
The numbers. Should it be all of them and names?
Work on it. I'll work on it. Hold on 1 second here, folks. I need to open up my notes to take down the picks. So we're going to Indianapolis. Then we're going to go to... and then we go to Pocono. Is it after?
I'm not 100% sure on that one.
We can look at the layout here. It is Pocono, Watkins Glen, Michigan. And
Then back to Bristol.
then back to Bristol. Okay, well... By the way, we are working on getting another or 2 opponents for next season, so it won't be just us doing the Points Championship, possibly 3, possibly 4 of us all doing it.
Okay.
So it's going to be interesting that way. Alright,
Are they audience members or?
yes and no. Alright, 1 through 5.
1 through 5?
1. Number.
Jimmy Johnson.
Okay,
Clint Boyer.
hold on. Okay.
Kurt Busch.
Okay.
Kyle Busch.
Okay.
Jeff Gordon.
Had to think about that. And I'm
Well,
gonna,
I was tossing 2 drivers,
I'm gonna go with.
which I'll say after you pick.
Alright. Don't judge.
Well, you should at least say the number.
Okay, sorry. Tony Stewart for first. I'm gonna go. Jimmy Johnson for second. The rule
I knew
is
that was gonna happen.
you can you can have the same drivers, just not in the same order. I'm gonna go Juan Pablo Montoya for third. Brickyard. Need fourth here. We'll go Boyer.
Maybe we should have went to commercial to prepare for this.
Yeah, we should have. And then, I'm gonna throw one way out there. My drivers are Danica Patrick for fifth, Clint Boyer. Danica Patrick for fifth, Clint Boyer for fourth, Juan Pablo Montoya for third, Jimmy Johnson for second, and Tony Stewart for the win. Dave has Jeff Gordon for fifth, Kyle Busch for fourth, Kurt Busch for third, Clint Boyer for second, and Jimmy Johnson for the win.
Juan Pablo was probably a good pick.
I'm hoping. And I'm just taking Danica because she raced there in the Indy cars.
No comparison.
No, also in the Nationwide, she did pretty good last year. So I don't know. Well, it's always worth a try.
I'll take your word for it.
All right then, final lap. Waiting for that camera. There you go. Final lap before our Racing Hotspot announcement. IndyCar is off until August 4th. They are going to Mid-Ohio. Formula One, Sunday at 8 a.m. on NBC Sports Network. Check your local listings. NASCAR Camping World, Truck Series is a change this week. They race on Wednesday night, 8 p.m. on Speed. It's so much, there's so many different times, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock,
Yeah,
8.
the schedule's throwing me off. I just get a little DVR'd.
Well, either way, I'll be watching.
First time at Eldora,
Yeah.
dirt track. It's going to be interesting.
Yes. Saturday for the Nationwide Series, 4:30 on ESPN at the Brickyard. And NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, Sunday at 2 p.m. on ESPN, also at the Brickyard. Global Rallycross is off until August 4th. They'll be at LA X Games. Now, to the Racing Hotspot. Alright then, so RH announcement. Racing Hotspot will have a special show coming up in August, hosted by this goofball, Dave Poslusny. Dave will interview me it will be about how Racing Hotspot got started and what I have planned for Racing Hotspot's future. This is coming in August. Oh, I'm on the wrong side here. This will be coming in August. At some point, we'll keep you posted. So that's going to be very interesting. And
That it is.
yeah,
I just found out about it today.
Don't worry. I'll make sure we'll have everything planned out for you, and all the work will be done. This way, I'll just go, here you go, and you'll be like, oh.
We'll see.
Alright then, so that will do it for Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup this week. We're going to try to employ another cameraman. I don't know, because this one is also a full-time mother. So, right now she got lucky, and Kaylin's sleeping upstairs nice and sound. But, we might be able to get your father, my grandfather, to sit behind the camera and basically do this, but I don't know.
That should be fun in itself. That should be fun all by itself.
So yeah. Alright, so until we see each other next week with the review of Indianapolis, and we'll have a virtual lap, not a race, not a crash, not qualifying, hopefully.
We'll see.
But hopefully no crash. We will have a virtual lap of Pocono. We'll have your points roundup from Indy. The Tonics is snoring behind. Okay. We'll be right.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see you next week. But until then, goodbye, everybody.
Little girl, you like it loud. Come alive.